Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Snarkbait. I'm Christy.
I'm Sophie.
How are
Welcome
you?
back. Welcome back, everyone, to the podcast where we are extremely online, so you don't have to be.
And, I think that most people are, everyone that's listening to the show is so perpetually online, and we also share a love of Bravo.
Yeah. But I feel like we do have some listeners, and I love these comments that are like, I have no idea who you're talking about, and I still have fun listening. So there are the few and far between listeners, baby snarks, who actually have lives.
Unlike us.
Unlike us. So love that. How are you doing, Christy?
How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing just grand. Not much to report on over here. Well, there's a lot of behind the scenes as we're getting ramped up for our live shows. And Sophie and I were just talking about like photographers and makeup and hair and the special guests. And I think that's also on the back of my mind. But in terms of pop culture, I mean, there's much to discuss. How are you?
I am good. My in-laws are coming in this weekend.
Oh, fun. What are you
So
guys doing?
we're going to Union Square Cafe for dinner, which is like one of our favorite restaurants. It's so good. It's actually, did you ever read the book Sweet Bitter?
I watched the show.
So that book, I didn't watch the show, but I read the book, and that book is based off of Union Square Cafe.
Oh.
Fun fact. And then we're going to do, I think, a little bit of shopping tomorrow because my father-in-law loves to look at watches and go to watch stores. So, which every time I go to a watch store with Henry, I'm like, I would rather be anywhere else.
Anywhere but here.
No, like I feel like the girly pops with watch guy husbands or boyfriends, you know what I'm talking about. It is so excruciatingly boring going to a watch. I'm sorry. I just like it's so boring. So then they'll do that for hours. Then my mother-in-law and I will walk around and go to like other stores and stuff. So I'm trying to think of what I need on my list and what I want to get this weekend. I haven't been like IRL shopping in quite a bit. So
God.
I'm excited for that.
Are you getting anything like, like expensive, bougie?
Well, my birthday is coming up, and so I have like some things on my list that I potentially want for my birthday, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes. Walking down Madison Ave with my mother-in-law.
A true New
And yeah,
Yorker.
yeah, that's about it. Those are my weekend plans, and then I think I might go. Um, There's like this new, I don't know if I want to go ice skating, but my friend loves ice skating. And there's a new ice skating rink, I guess, in Central Park. It's a new one, and she wants to go. So I might just go and like support her and watch. I don't know if I want to actually do it myself because I'm nervous.
Oh, I used to love ice skating when I was a kid. I didn't do it as like a sport or anything. I would just go to like the local rink. You know when they used to have, well, they probably have these in Cincinnati as well, ice skating rink and then like the roller rink. Those were so much fun.
I went ice skating maybe like twice growing up. Like it was not something I ever did, and I'm also not very coordinated. So it's something that scares me a little bit. Henry played hockey.
Oh
So
yeah, I did know that.
he's great on a pair of skates. So I've gone with him in Philly before. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I'm in the mood. If I'm
That's
feeling
not,
brave.
yeah. I feel like it's also like so cold where you are. So I feel like the idea of going
Yes.
into a rink, it's like I want to escape the cold. I don't want to be back in
No,
it.
it's not in a rink. It's literally outside. It's in Central Park.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll see. I think it's actually supposed to be rainy all weekend except Sunday. Sunday it's supposed to be nice. I don't know. So we'll see. It's been really rainy and disgusting in New York. So that's also always fun. I hate literally Q1 is the worst time of year, at least in New York. January, February, March, the most disgusting weather. You always think by March it's going to start getting nice, and then it never does. So yeah, I'm ready for spring, summer, September. I'm ready for warm weather, finally.
I can't believe, dude, our birthdays are so close to one another.
I know, it's
Like,
so funny.
I know. I
But
will
you're
never.
a Pisces and I'm an
I know.
Aries, which
I
makes all
know.
the difference. Yeah, you know my sister's birthday is the day before yours.
I know.
And I feel like
Shout out Mandy.
Shout out Mandy. She's such a Pisces. And so are you.
I'm such a Pisces. She's so cute. I was looking at her Instagram story and she was making like dumplings for her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, dude, you're such a support, man. Like we welcome you in the Asian community. And I like DM'd her and I was like, oh hell yeah, Mandy.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah, Mandy.
She was like, block.
Who's this stalker? Block.
No, Mandy's such a foodie. She's the cook between the two of us.
I don't cook
not.
at all.
I try, and it rarely goes well. So.
Well,
Yeah.
you have Henry who cooks. Like I get
Yeah,
it.
Henry's definitely way more of a cook than me.
You know what? I had this feeling, this thought this morning. So for my birthday, my sister got me a puck sucker. And
What?
it's like an espresso puck, you know? And so, like with the Breville machine, you have to kind of like tamp it, and then you have to take the puck out, like the espresso. Like you won't know because you have like a
What
fancier
words are
machine.
you saying?
If you guys are into like coffee, you'll know what I'm talking about. But then I like had to dismantle it and put the battery in, and I was so flustered last night trying to figure it out. And I was thinking, and I've talked about this before, like it's so annoying having to figure everything out by myself. Like I'm sick of it.
I feel like in a few years we'll have the technology where we can, you know how Henry does everything for me?
Yeah. Henry, get out of the way.
Out of my way. Out of my way.
Out of my way. Out of my way.
We will clone Henry for you.
No,
And
literally.
he can just be like your house servant.
I do need like a house servant to help me with knickknacks.
He can be like your Randy, like Patricia on Southern Charm. Randy.
Yeah. Oh my God, R.I.P. Michael.
I know. He was so good. He was a great
Dude,
guy.
like I was like, dude, I would love like someone to help me cook and clean because I'm just so bad at it. I'm just bad at these domestic things, you know?
Yeah, you weren't built for the housewife lifestyle.
No. But I'm
That's
not built
okay.
to work either.
But you're good at other things.
It's like, so I'm not, where is my place in this world?
No, you're good at other things. By the
Like
way,
yapping.
like doing this.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you guys, this was kind of a clue as to who we're talking about on Thursday's episode.
I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was like, who did we talk about? Oh, yeah. Good one. Good one.
Yeah, so won't spoil the surprise, but I think it'll be a fun episode that you guys will enjoy.
Yeah. Every time we do a person from this category, the episodes really perform well. And it's always very surprising to me because there's so many other podcasts that talk about this category of people. Mm-hmm. But it resonates a lot with our audience. And you usually are so good at taking the reins with these types of episodes because
Oh my God, thanks.
I feel like I'm a historian of this, but you are an even bigger historian, I think.
Oh my
of this.
God, thank you.
You know.
Anyway, you guys, shall we get into the episode? Because I feel like we need to talk about this first topic, which is the rumors that Amanda Batula and West Wilson from Summer House are potentially hooking up. What
Yeah,
are your
so
thoughts?
We're recording Friday, March 6th. So by the time this airs, things could have changed. I 100% believe it's true. And we got a DM on the Snarkbait Pod Instagram not too long ago, well before these rumors even started to surface. And basically this girl, this baby snark said, listen, I saw Amanda and West in the West Village with a bunch of friends. We were at the same bar. They were seated right next to us. And they looked incredibly cozy. I was very shocked. And a girlfriend of mine who is unfamiliar with the show, does not watch Bravo or Summer House, even made a comment like, these people are all over each other. And this baby snark, oh, and by the way, she DM'd us when all the rumors about Aiden Blake were flying around.
Which is West's friend. People were like, oh, she's actually hooking up with West's friend. It's a classic mix-up. It's not actually West. But we did get this DM, and then several other creators that we know also got tons of DMs from different people.
Yes.
So it's not just like one person, one rumor,
Yeah.
one DM post, or Demois. I mean, there were so many people saying this.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of comments about people saying less about Kyle and more about Sierra, of folks saying, listen, Amanda would never do this to Sierra. And I don't
Yeah.
know much, I don't really have a response to that so much, but I will say that Amanda is in her 30s. She's talked about not really liking to go out, which I totally understand, being a woman in my 30s. Her social circle, I'd imagine, is very small in New York City. So when I think about it, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about all the people that I know in my life in my 30s. It's like work people and work people. West is her
Yeah.
coworker. So if her circle is very small and she's newly single, it's not outside the realm of possibility that she is hooking up with a coworker.
Yeah. So I completely agree that I found this to be probably true, in my opinion. And it's not just because of, like we said, there's so much smoke, so many DMs about this, so many sightings.
Yeah.
The fact that Demois posted it, I saw so many people saying, well, Demois, like, doesn't know their shit,
Yeah.
and Demois always posts bullshit and blah, 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 which I agree with, by the way.
Yes, that's true.
The difference is when Demois posts about Bravo celebrities.
And specifically
Because-
Summer House.
And specifically Summer House, specifically Amanda. Demois has posted before that Amanda and Demois have somewhat of a relationship,
Yes.
in that Demois at one point stopped posting about Kyle cheating rumors because it hurt Amanda too much. So Demois would not have posted this if it were not either true or approved by both parties, in terms of like, this is a PR thing that we're going to put out into the universe. You know, so those are like the two options, in my opinion. It's either true or it's PR. I don't think there's any sort of like mix up, mistake. All of the people being like, no, it's just a mistake. She's hooking up with his friend. Demois would not have posted that because Demois is friendly with Amanda and the Summer House cast and Bravo celebrities in general. It just would not make sense for Demois to post this had it not been signed off on by Amanda.
Yeah, 100%. And I hate to admit it, but I do listen to the Demois podcast, and she has made many a reference throughout the last couple of years of me listening of her and Amanda being
Yep.
professionally friends. They are
Yep.
almost like coworkers in the space. So I have no doubt after Demois posted what she did on March 5th, Thursday, that this rumor is in fact true. Now, we obviously have to get into the elephant in the room, that is Sierra and Kyle. I guess let's start with Kyle. It's very evident to me in this most recent season of Summer House that Wes is so annoyed by Kyle. I think that he's just constantly disgusted. He's always siding with the girls when it comes to their disputes with Kyle. I feel like they're just coworkers. They're not super close. Maybe maybe the show is not showing something that we're not seeing, but I don't know. I feel like Wes doesn't owe it to Kyle to not hook up with Amanda. I think the bigger issue stands with Sierra and Amanda's relationship with one another. And we haven't gotten into Sierra and Wes rekindling their romance quite yet on screen, but we do know it's coming based on teasers. And I feel like Sierra has always had this strong affinity towards West, and I do feel like she would definitely feel a certain way about this.
I agree. I think it's very obvious that she was in love with West, in my opinion. Like, she had very, very, very strong feelings for him. And I don't know what's going to happen with their relationship this summer. I think that, and we talked about this last week, that I feel like West is kind of performative, and I think he's doing what he thinks the audience wants to see, in terms of like, oh, everyone keeps saying I fumbled Sierra, so I'm going to act like I miss Sierra. Like, I don't know if it's genuine on his end yet. I guess we shall see. But I could not imagine Sierra being cool with this. I also couldn't imagine Kyle being that cool with it either. And according to the Demois post, they were like canoodling right in front of Kyle. And I'm like, that's like, I just can't imagine him being cool with it. But like, I don't know. I feel like maybe they were at the point in their relationship where they were like totally over each other. I feel like it was such a long time coming, maybe. But I definitely couldn't imagine Sierra being cool with it. And we got Amanda
Oh my God,
posted.
so funny, Sophie, what you posted on our Instagram yesterday.
Which one?
Just, you did the stories of what do you baby snarks think about this
Yeah,
rumor?
yeah.
And all the stories you posted were so funny.
Yeah, so I asked the baby snarks on Instagram what they thought, And here are some of the responses. I can't imagine Sierra being cool with this. That would be bad on both ends. Someone said, which I thought was interesting, Sierra didn't like any of Amanda's Marie Claire posts, which I thought was tea if this is true.
Yes.
So Amanda had a Marie Claire photo shoot, an interview, which, by the way, I thought the interview was so interesting. I love her, and I think it's, she's like, I just want to take my Prozac and smoke my weed and cuddle my dogs. I'm like, yeah, for sure.
I fucking love that.
She also was like, they were like, so what's next? And she's like, I don't really want to start a business. I kind of just want to, like, I don't know, join an existing business and, like, creative direct, maybe. I'm like, she wants to do the bare minimum. Honestly, like, I respect it.
Totally.
But she posted a roundup of a bunch of, like, it was like a photo dump. And there was a screenshot, it was like 2 days ago, of Sierra saying, text me back over Instagram DMs and TikTok DMs. So her and Sierra were cool 2 days ago, but then some people are saying that Sierra didn't like any of Amanda's posts and they haven't interacted on Instagram in a while. So I don't know what to believe there. What do we think?
So that's really interesting that a baby snark caught that, because I did read that somewhere online of people saying Sierra has not engaged with Amanda on Instagram in a while. So I myself have not actually validated this.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that personally, but a lot of people said that. So I don't know. And then people obviously are like, Amanda and West have, like, clearly been out and about together. She's posted a lot of pictures with him recently.
Yeah.
And then someone said, wouldn't that be obvious that they're just friends, though? Because why broadcast something kind of scandalous? Her posting him means they're either friends or Kyle and Sierra are, in fact, okay with it, in my opinion. So that's an interesting point.
I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, believe Sierra is not okay with this. I'm, like, willing to die on this hill.
Same. Like, I just cannot, even if Sierra was completely over West, it's still, like, a girl code thing.
Yeah. No.
It's just, it's girl code. Like, I just could not imagine her. But I also, like, I truly do believe that Sierra will always have, like, kind of a soft spot for West because she had such strong feelings for him. So I don't even think she, like, if I had to guess, it's not like she is completely numb to him, completely over him.
Yeah.
So here are some more of the responses from the baby snarks. No, Amanda is a girl's girl. So half the people were like, Amanda's a girl's girl. Half the people were like, Amanda's a pick-me.
So I really quickly, sorry to interject, but I did an Instagram reel on my Instagram, and I had people take a poll. There was nearly 1,000 votes. And when I checked it last night, it was like 70% this isn't true. I was shocked by that result.
I feel like people, like, don't want it to be true for some reason. Meanwhile, I'm like, I love mess.
No, me too. And honestly, I appreciate Amanda. I'm going to give it to Amanda. She kind of deserves to be messy right now. Like, she's just been ride or die for Kyle, as she should. That was her husband. I think Amanda is focusing on Amanda, and I think, unfortunately for Sierra, she's catching strays. But sorry, continue. That's just, I thought that was an interesting thing, because I feel like, as Candace from Potomac would say, use discernment.
Use discernment.
So condescending. So I don't mean you guys use discernment. Just, like, I think the writing's on the wall. But keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, again, knowing the relationship that Demois has with Amanda, that Demois would not have posted that. And did you see what Amanda posted? She posted on Instagram last night. It was like a meme that said, and for the lady, perhaps a break. And so people are like, wait, but you're not denying it. And everyone in, like, the Summer House subreddit were like, she's not denying it. This is weird. They're both so online. How have they not denied it yet? I'm like, because it's probably true. It's either true or it's for, it's a coordinated, like, PR thing. But everyone's like, no, Demois, it's bullshit. And I'm like, well, like, they would say it was bullshit if it was. And also, Demois is friends with the man. It's like, just use discernment. So here are some of the other responses. I'm kind of here for it. I could see them as endgame.
Oh, whoa. Fighting words there.
That's interesting. Yeah. Someone goes, she likes them goofy, huh? And I said, she likes them pink and petite.
He's pink and compact.
Yep. West is I guess they're both kind of compact. Mostly West, though.
West is definitely compact.
He has the Zach Bryan body type.
1,000,000%.
I can't see Sierra approving and can't see Amanda breaking girl code like that. Someone said, I thought this response was interesting. I think Demois has no credibility, and this is all PR to make Amanda seem interesting. So again, this is like a PR campaign. West is too image conscious for this. That's another interesting point because we
That's
do
true.
know, in my opinion, that West is very performative and he does whatever the audience will approve of, in my opinion. And like the audience will obviously be mad at him for hurting Sierra and this, both of them. I think you can tell that the audience is already like, oh my God, this can't be true. They're horrible people.
People were comparing this to Scandival.
Yeah, it kind of,
yeah.
it feels like Scandival light.
Yeah.
Wait, I loved this response. If Amanda is spending her newly single life on West, we have a real problem.
I saw that. Also, that superimposed image that you did, I don't know if it was you or Rachel or Olivia, of West's
This?
head on Amanda. No,
Oh, this? I did all of these, by the way.
no, of her walking down the aisle and you superimpose West's face. Yes.
Wait.
Sophie.
I'm showing the camera.
Show the camera if you're watching on YouTube. No, it's so good. It's so good.
Yep. I was
So
having fun.
creative.
I was getting a pedicure last night while I was doing this.
Oh my God. I mean, time well spent. I was kicking my feet, cackling.
Oh God. So let us know what you guys think. I think our opinion is that this was clearly put out into the universe with Amanda's approval. So whether it's true or a PR thing, this isn't a mistake. It's not like, oh, it's just a mix-up. This isn't a mistake. I think that it's either real. I don't know. Like, I'm very 50-50. I'm divided on the fact that I feel like you think it's definitely real. Part of me thinks it might just be PR.
Yeah, you brought up a good point on our group chat where you said if Amanda and Wes are hooking up right now, this basically guarantees her spot into Summer House this coming season. Because we are talking about a
does.
next gen for Summer House. Obviously, it's clear that Carl and Kyle are kind of aging out. The OGs, the creators of Summer House, are kind of no longer bringing the show. It's kind of West's show right now.
I would say that West and Jesse are the new Summer House centerpieces. And unfortunately, the women around them will be kind of replaceable, probably just like the Southern Charm
Yep.
formula.
Yep.
I think it's going to be the Southern Charm thing. It's going to be, it's about this pair of guys, maybe this group of guys. If, what's his name? What's the new guy's name this season? I can't remember.
KJ?
KJ,
Ben.
yeah. If Ben and KJ stick, I could see them being part of the rotation also, or part of the group of guys also.
Well, by the way, KJ is hard for me because I really like him. I think he's so cute. He is the hottest bod. Like, oh my God.
the
And he
abs.
seems sweet. But something about him seems so performative that I'm just a goofy lover boy. Please, stop showing me on camera. Like, KJ, you're a hot model. Give me a fucking break. Like, do you feel like he's being a bit performative?
A little bit. And I think like the whole, like, please, like I have anxiety too, but it's like, why are you on TV then?
No, I know.
Like, don't go on TV then if you're so anxious.
You know who I would love to see on the Summer House as a next gen cast member? Please don't come for me, guys. Please.
Who?
Connor Wood. Fibula.
No.
No?
I don't like him.
Really?
I don't know anything about him other than what I've seen on the internet. And I saw something about him getting a DUI a couple years ago and like making a joke out of it, which I think that's enough to like give me the ick. But
Yes.
he is apparently good friends with West.
Yes. He runs in that same circle as like Aiden Blake and West.
Yeah, and I know that he has a podcast that a lot of people really like.
Yes.
So
he has a huge podcast. Brooke and Connor make a podcast.
Yeah. So maybe like it's not a no for me, but I think the DUI thing kind of turned me off.
Totally. I think, that recently came out. He's been under fire on the internet because I think he got a DUI in 2024 and he made a really shitty Instagram caption about it. And then I think he deleted it or something like that. Like he deleted the caption. Sorry, he like modified the caption when it came out.
He made like a jokey caption that was like, what a night. Sorry to everyone affected.
Yes, thank you.
And it was the night that he got a DUI. And then people retroactively were like, wait, you got a DUI this night. That's like fucked up to make a joke about it. And then he edited the caption after the fact when people were talking about him like on Reddit.
Right. Yeah, it's that, not cool.
Yeah, gross. So I don't know. What do you guys think in terms of like the future of Summer House? And I know that Amanda has the In the City spinoff. So, like, she's set, I think, either way. But if this is going to be the West and Jesse show, pairing up with West is kind of smart from, like, just a strictly business perspective.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, if this is a real thing that happened, this is a very, very, very intriguing storyline. Sierra, West,
yes.
Amanda, love triangle.
Yes.
And,
Would
like,
love to see it.
Sierra should definitely fuck Jesse now.
As much as it grosses me out, and it pains me to say this out loud, I have to agree. Like, it literally gives me, like, a rash.
I feel like even just saying that, I'm like, I'll, like, clenched up my vagina.
Yeah, totally. It's gross.
I'm sorry, everyone. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about all of this.
Yeah, this is an ongoing story. So if something
This
crazy
is developing
drops over the next couple of days, Sophie and I will do an emergency episode.
Yes.
So
This
rest
is
assured,
developing.
We're on the case.
We're on the case. We've talked before about how OneSkin isn't just hype or fancy packaging, it's science. Especially during these bitter, cold winter months in New York, my skin feels like sandpaper these days. I'm so desperate for genuinely effective and hydrating skincare. And that's where OneSkin comes in. The OneSkin founding team started out by figuring out that if visible signs of aging like fine lines, wrinkles, and loss of elasticity are all caused by the same so-called zombie cells, the best course of action is to reduce those cells to slow the aging process instead of just trying to cover it up, you know? Again, this is science, and that's why it works. While most skincare brands are just band-aids to surface level problems, OneSkin treats skin at the cellular level with their patented OS01 peptide, the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, the root cause of those aforementioned wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity, all the key signs of aging. Don't believe me? These results have been validated in 4 different clinical studies. OneSkin is the real deal. Born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin's OS01 peptide is proven to target the visible signs of aging, helping you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code SNARK at oneskin.co/snark. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code SNARK. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Christy, I want you to talk about the Chase Stokes of it all.
Oh my God. No, Sophie, my hands are clenched. I'm in a knuckle position. Like,
will
my
you
fists are
explain
clenched.
this to me? Like, I'm
Yes.
confused by it.
So Bobby Bones did an interview with Morgan Evans.
Who is Bobby Bones? What's a Bobby Bones?
What a name. Like, his parents did an excellent job in
Is
naming
that
him.
his real name? That's not a stage name?
I'm actually unclear.
Wait, fun fact, Dua Lipa is her real name. That's not a stage name. Like, some people were just born to be, like, stars, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's his real name.
I know.
Okay, so Bobby Bones is a radio personality, podcaster, and author. Like, I don't know who this is. He's...
What is a Bobby? What is a Bobby Bones?
What is a Bobby Bones? He's 45.
What is a Bobby Bones?
No, like, actually, you just said his name like I'm supposed to know who that is.
No.
You were acting like that's a household name.
You know what I would kind of... You're not from California, so with this one it makes sense. But I feel like he's like a famous, almost radio DJ type of, like, JoJo on the radio. If you guys are familiar with LA's Kiss FM, like that kind of guy. Just a radio audio kind of guy.
Okay, so he's like just more of like a local celebrity almost in a certain part of the country.
We're gonna get so much hate. Someone's gonna be like, "I love Bobby Bones. I've been
guys.
standing
I'm
him
sorry.
since I was a
Don't
kid."
yell at me. I'm sorry. I have such a vast knowledge of pop culture and celebrities, but I do have my blind spots.
Okay, so he has 1.3 million on Instagram. If that shows his relevancy, so
yeah.
he's not just a local host. Like, you know, maybe he's got it all, and we just don't know.
Guys, I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. Everyone's gonna yell at me. How could you not know Bobby Bones? Oh my God.
He's been a household figure for years. You clearly don't know pop culture if you don't know Bobby Bones.
Wow.
The Star Creek girls don't know anything. As we hear you, we're sorry. We don't know
so
Mr.
sorry.
Bobby Bones.
Bobby Bones. Okay, anyway.
Okay, anyways. So Bobby Bones did an interview with Morgan Evans, who, if you're unfamiliar, is Kelsey Ballerini's ex-husband. They had a bit of a messy divorce, less so on Morgan Evans' part and more so on Kelsey Ballerini's part. She did an EP a couple years ago called Rolling Up the Welcome Mat, and it talks about her divorce, and it was messy and how she said that she is the one that initiated the divorce. Morgan Evans was apparently very quote-unquote shocked, but she in her right mind knew that he was not shocked. He knew that they were on the rocks for years at that point. And she had this famous line in the album that I really liked. Well, I like the album in general. I like Kelsey Ballerini's music. And she said, rolling up the welcome mat, knowing you got half. Because there was a lot of allegations, because they're both country singers, that Morgan Evans started to resent Kelsey Ballerini because of her success. Kelsey Ballerini is a country kind of icon now. I would say she's the modern day Carrie Underwood.
Wow.
In terms of country music turning mainstream.
Uh-huh.
And Morgan Evans is more of just like a niche country artist. He sells records, but he's no Kelsey Ballerini.
Yeah.
So they got divorced. She talked about it on Rolling Up the Welcome Mat pretty openly. And, you know, she really poured her heart out into this album. And it did extremely well. And it was around this time when she released this EP that her and Chase Stokes started to date. And, of course, when the Kelsey and Morgan Evans divorce came up, people were wondering what Morgan's POV was on the divorce. But he was pretty mum about it. He maybe said a couple of things, but it wasn't nearly as transparent as Kelsey was being on her EP. So Bobby sits down with Morgan and finally asks him, you know, about the divorce.
Uh-huh.
And he asks Morgan, were you surprised? Morgan says, I was. And Bobby Bones admits on this Instagram reel, he said, listen, Morgan Evans has barely spoken about this divorce. He spoke about this divorce finally on our interview, and Morgan was incredibly kind about Kelsey and his divorce. And Chase Stokes, mind you, him and Kelsey Ballerini, as far as I know, they're so up and down, have since separated. They're split.
Yeah.
But Chase Stokes, he's making it now his business to comment on his ex's ex. So Chase Stokes took it upon himself to fucking go on Bobby Bones' Instagram.
Pause really fast. Morgan didn't say anything bad, right?
No. Like, I watched a couple clips from it. I didn't watch the entire interview. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't have that kind of time.
That's fine.
But he didn't say anything about Chase Stokes. He didn't say anything poor about Kelsey Ballerini. They were talking about internet trolls and how horrible it is for people to leave mean comments. And Morgan Evans was like, listen, no one in my real life leaves negative comments. I can't imagine anyone in my real life or friends of mine doing that. So if you're leaving mean comments, you're unwell. So maybe that triggered something in Chase Stokes, or maybe it was the fact that he said that he was surprised by him and Kelsey Ballerini's divorce. Whatever it was, Chase Stokes was incredibly triggered by this sound clip or by this Bobby Bones interview. So he comments, he goes, this is about the most pathetic excuse of masculinity I've ever seen. Get a fucking life.
Where did that come? Like, I'm so confused where that came from because he didn't say anything.
And that's why everyone's confused. Bobby Bones was like, help me understand what exactly in the interview that was said that brought Chase to this comment. I literally hate him. Sophie, okay, so let's not forget. Back when Outer Banks came out in 2020, everyone was like, I'm getting like red in the face. I fucking hate him so much.
I know.
They're like, oh my God, Chase Stokes is like so dreamy. Him and Madeline Klein are goals. And I knew he was shady. When him and Madeline Klein broke up, and I've talked about this many a time, and he took to his Instagram when he posted with his sister, and I guess fans were commenting saying, how dare you leave Madeline Klein in the dust? Now you're posting with another girl, thinking it was a girlfriend. Obviously, it was a family member. He writes this whole fucking long thing saying, you know, how dare you guys bring me apart for taking pictures with my baby sister. Family is my biggest part of my life. All love. I'm out of here for a while.
Love.
Peace.
He's so
fucking dramatic. And then him posting all this stuff about Kelsey Ballerini, crashing out on Instagram during his split from Kelsey Ballerini. He loves to make his problems known on the internet. And now I feel like people are finally catching on to what I've been saying for the past 5 years.
Yes.
Same with Jesse Solomon. No one listens to me. I'm like, Jesse Solomon, Chase Stokes are nefarious, and here I am.
No,
but
I feel like this is why he'll never truly be an it boy. Because you see, I don't know, Paul Anthony Kelly, who plays JFK Jr. on Love Story. Do you see him getting into Instagram tiffs? No.
Can you see Timothy Chalamet or Paul Mescal or Jacob Elordi doing this shit?
No.
Like, he is such a 14-year-old boy.
Like, it's really embarrassing. And he's 30-something. It's not like he's like a spring chicken, like young in his career. He's 30-something.
Right.
Let me see. Chase Stokes, I'm pretty sure he's 33.
33. I want to say, yeah.
Yeah,
early 30s.
he's 33, he turns 34 this year. Like, I'm sorry.
He needs help. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, something is actually a screw is missing, and I fully believe Kelsey Ballerini has a very good edit in the pop space, the country music space. This is cheapening her brand, genuinely.
Like
I'm
being just
actually
at
looking.
all attached to him.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
looking at Kelsey Ballerini sideways, and I've adored Kelsey Ballerini for years and years and years. I've been a fan of her old music, her new music, when she's turned more like mainstream pop. I've loved her for a long time, and when she started dating Chase, I'm like, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, she needs some fun. She just divorced, whatever. But now the fact that she keeps it's off and on, and they kept saying she made that post on New Year's Eve, like, you know, the media will say one thing, we know our truth. No one in the media is saying anything. You guys say everything, and then you make it a
Yeah.
problem.
Like,
Stop
don't drag
gaslighting us into making us think that we're creating these stories. You create the stories.
Like, you're dragging us into this.
Yes, and Chase Stokes, the reason I think he left this stupid fuck-ass comment on Bobby Bones' Instagram is because he thinks by shading Kelsey's ex, he'll get into good graces back with with Kelsey again.
That's so funny.
It's such a circular way of thinking. It's high school.
He also, like, had his chance. He had many chances with Kelsey.
I've lost count.
Yeah, I've lost count.
And do you want to know what's even more embarrassing, Sophie? So this screenshot of him saying, get a fucking life or whatever, of course, many fans screenshotted it and posted online. They go to Chase Stokes' Instagram. His profile picture is now different. So Bobby Bones at first thought, oh, maybe this is a doctored, like, AI image or someone doctored this image. No. People think that Chase Stokes freaked out and he changed his profile picture on his Instagram to make people think that that was a doctored comment.
What a loser.
He's genuinely
That's so embarrassing.
Pathetic. I hate him.
Oh my God, I actually was just looking at his Wikipedia. I'm like, is he like in anything that's coming out soon? Other than the last season of Outer Banks, which I don't even know when that's coming out. He doesn't have any movie coming out in 2026. He was in 2 movies in 2025. Valiant one, don't know what that is. It was an American action thriller. It looks like it was like a war movie. And then Chase Stokes going to war.
Chase Stokes.
Chase Stokes in the trenches, like on the battlefield with his lip fillers. Like, what? Talk about bad casting. I have no idea.
With Ariana Grande and Wicked and her lip filler, that I can handle. Chase Stokes with lip filler in the trenches in World War II, no.
World War II.
We're not doing that, okay? It's not appropriate, okay? Get them dissolved before you get on camera.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Like, do we have any Chase Stokes fans in the building?
He's storming the beaches of Normandy. He's like, with his lips first. Oh my God,
Never forget when we first started Snarkbait. I don't know why we were deciding to put, maybe it was like celebrities we hate.
Yeah.
And Sophie's like, hey, listen, I was thinking of posting a picture of Chase Stokes. I'm a little nervous people are going to think we're body shaming him. Do you mind if I take that photo down? And now here we are, like 2 years later.
I know.
Sophie, hey, I think it might be a little problematic. Do you mind if I take it down? I was like, well, I think you should fucking keep it up. But if you think it's mess, you're Miss PR. Go ahead, take it down. And now here we are.
And now here we are. All we do is body shame Chase Stokes.
He deserves it. He's so messy. It's like, I'm sorry. If you got to be able to take it when you're leaving weird comments like this.
It's also like his own fault that he looks like that because he has lip fillers. Like, it's not like he was born that way.
No, I know. I've seen older pictures of him. He looked so much better before the procedures.
I need to look up older pictures of him. Wait,
so guys I went to high school with. Like, he's just,
Back to his filmography. So those are the only 2 movies he was in 2025. He does not have anything slated for 2026, it looks like.
Shocking.
And then in terms of TV, he has not been cast in anything new since 2021 on TV. And then Outer Banks is the one that's like 2020 to present. Otherwise, he has not been in anything. Like, I feel like he is so... Like, all of this online drama has so cheapened any sort of, like, career he could actually have, in my opinion.
And imagine how he feels when you have this ensemble cast, but you are the star of Outer Banks, and all of your peers are finding work outside of the show except you.
Yeah.
Drew Starkey is in a Luca Guadagnino movie. Madeline Klein's on, like, every huge movie She's like
Rudy
the it girl.
Panko even is in that new
Reminders of
Colleen
him.
Hoover. Yeah, the
Reminders
Colleen
of him.
Hoover.
Of course, I'll probably see it and love it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, he just feels his brand is so cheap to me, and I'm looking at Kelsey sideways for real now. And I've even through her relationship with Chase Stokes, I'm like, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
the entire time. Like I really gave it a valiant effort, but at this point, if he's like this to the public, what is he like behind closed doors?
Yeah. Like clearly has no it's obvious from the amount of times he's posted like an Instagram story about Kelsey and then deletes it. Or like he changed his profile picture because he's like, I don't want people to realize this was actually me and not doctored. He has no self-control, it seems like. He just
Yes.
acts out of emotion and out of
Yes.
anger,
Yes.
which is like not a good trait. And the fact that we can sense that just from his social media activity, it's like so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I really can't stand him. I'm sorry, you guys.
I
And
know.
I knew he was weird after that sister post. I knew it. I was like, this is the start of something more messy, and we will see it. And we've seen it how many
Yep.
times annually?
Annually.
You guys, I'm all like worked up right now.
I know, I
Who's
know.
your Chase Stokes, by the way?
Yeah, let us know. Speaking of OG enemies of the pod, can we talk about Jake Shane for a second?
Oh my God, yeah.
Rob Rausch, as we know, won the Traitors. Maura Higgins was the faithful he brought to the end, and she was completely flabbergasted. It can't be Rob.
I think he's a faithful.
It can't be Rob. So he promised her a Birkin for pulling the wool over her eyes. He went and got a Birkin. Apparently, it was Lisa Rinna's like sales associate Hermes connection because, as we all know, it is not something that you can just walk into the Hermes store and buy. You need to be offered a Birkin.
Yep, lovely Serena.
And Lisa Rinna, by the way, is doing all the right moves post Trader. She's done a commercial with Rob. She released a memoir at the perfect time that's now a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
She clearly like took it all on the chin versus
Yeah.
Candace, who everyone is like sore loser. She clearly, Rob wants nothing to do with her. He answered an interview about her that he wishes her the best. Like clearly wants nothing to do with her.
Low key as he should though.
Yeah,
like,
I don't blame him. So he presented this Birkin to Maura Higgins on Watch What Happens Live, but he filmed himself getting the Birkin, and there were also like paparazzi shots. Who is there other than Jake Shane? Why is he there? Why is he there?
This was confounding to me, and so many baby snarks DM'd us this image, and they're like, question mark, like, why does he always insert himself?
Like, why is he everywhere?
I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. And now there's even rumors that he could potentially go on SNL. And I actually fully
Jake
believe
Shane?
that. Yes. People are
I
thinking
mean,
he
like,
could be on SNL.
My opinion on that is that SNL is not funny anymore and Jake
Totally.
Shane is not funny. So like that to me like tracks. Like I feel like I'm like, yeah, sure. But like I don't understand. And there actually is finally Twitter discourse about Jake Shane because someone named at the Joe Michael on Twitter tweeted and they quote tweeted the TMZ post about the Traitors winner Rob Rausch buying Maura Higgins Birkin bag. Jake Shane is next to him. And this person goes, no tea, no shade, but why is Jake Shane everywhere? What does he do besides be anxious? And it has, at this point that I screenshotted it, which was like 12 hours ago,
Yeah.
it already had 67,000 likes. And all the replies were like, it's because Jake Shane is, and we did an episode on him, how he has parents in the industry. People are calling him a Nepo baby. And then also people saying it's very nefarious that he's like everywhere. There's something deeply sinister about it. And that's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah. I feel like Chase Stokes and Jake Shane have similar type energies. Chaotic, anxious. And I think the thing that's most frustrating for me with Jake Shane is the way that he appropriates millennial culture. when he was,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when I'm thinking
The
about all the
United
things,
States of Pop, the 2009 DJ
Earworm.
United States of Pop, and he was like dancing to it. I'm like, you were like 5 when that came out. What are you
that
talking about?
no, like it actually is so infuriating.
It annoys me
And
so much.
but I will say, Baby Maria, the one that you met,
Yes.
yeah, so
At
she
Pop Up
actually,
Bagels. Shout out
yes,
Pop Up Bagels, the best bagels in the city.
What?
IMHO.
I what's IMHO?
In my humble opinion.
Oh, yeah, duh. Maria texted me, she loves Jake Shane. She's also a Gen Z. She's 20.
Yeah.
She goes, I just met Jake Shane, and he was so nice. And I was like, please, I don't want to hear it.
You can keep it.
Yeah. I was like,
You can
"That's-
keep it."
You know, that's fine. I'm happy for you, but like, I don't want to hear about him.
No, like people love him. People love him. His podcast, Therapist, is like top of the charts.
It's huge,
It's
yeah.
huge. People are obsessed with him. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean that he's not like real and successful.
Yeah. He's
I think
so
that
successful.
we're not the target audience, okay?
Yeah.
Like he has a very strong, I think, Gen Z audience, and that's not us. But yeah, there's something just sinister about him. I'm sorry, there is.
What do you think was millennials' versions of like a Jake Shane? I know we didn't have like internet creators like we do now, but is there a certain person you can think of that we really resonated with?
We compared it to not someone that we resonated with, but someone who is always there and you're not sure why. We talked about Derek Blasberg. We did a whole episode on Derek Blasberg and how he is always like in the mix.
Yeah.
He's always at the scene of the crime, but it's like, what does he actually do? How does he know all of these celebrities?
Yeah.
And he's not even from a connected family. Like he comes from a very just regular background and somehow climbed the ranks in Hollywood to become best friends with literally every single A-list celebrity.
The Jake Shane thing makes far more sense knowing where his upbringing, but that Derek
Yeah.
Blasberg thing is like confounding. That we did a whole episode on that
Yeah.
early years of Snarkbait. If you guys don't know who he is, like I didn't, it's a fascinating episode because he really finds himself in every celebrity, the top celebrities' lives, and we don't know why.
I don't know what it is that just like feels nefarious to me.
No,
I'm like,
100%.
do you have like compromising materials on these celebrities? Are you blackmailing them? Like there's
No.
for some reason it just doesn't make sense to me other than there's something sinister going on. Obviously, like these people can just like I'm sure the celebrities are like, we just like Jake Shane. We like having him around. Which is also completely fair.
Yeah, with Derek Blasberg, there's something. Yeah, it does feel a little blackmail-y to me. If I were to put my like conspiracy like tinfoil hat on, it does feel
Tinfoil
a little
hat.
bit. Yeah, a little bit dark. So
It's like this season of Industry. Those of you who watch the season of Industry, it's giving Whitney Halberstrom. If you know, you know. I know you don't watch Industry. So good. So good.
my boyfriend Max Minghella.
Yes, that's Whitney Halberstrom on Industry. So I told you guys, I just started watching Industry like a couple months ago and binged all
You
3
love
seasons
Industry.
leading up to the new season. And now they got renewed for a 5th and final season. So I am an Industry girly for life now.
What?
Okay, should we get into dark energy objects and light energy objects?
Yes. My dark energy object is, and I hope I haven't said this before. Maybe I have. I have like, my memory, you guys, is very small, very short. But people that like, hate you from the side, that are supposed to be your friend, like frenemies.
Snipers
Like,
from the side.
Yes. And it's not really, well, actually, I take that back. It is things that they've said. Mm-hmm. But it's under the guise of, it's being nice or funny or jokey. Mm-hmm. But people that hate from the side and do it in a way, it's like, if you don't like me, you don't need to engage with me anymore. You don't need to send me like shady texts. Just like you can leave it. We're adults now. We don't need to have a conversation about it. Just walk away peacefully. You live your life. My side of the street is this side. Yours is on the other side. We can like each other's posts because we're decent human beings. And that's it. But if you're going to go out of your way to like be jokey and also hatey, that's sinister to me.
Yeah. We've talked about it before, how like a good friend isn't the friend that's with you when you're down. Mm-hmm. It's the one that is there celebrating you when good things are happening. because those are the ones that aren't undercover haters. The undercover haters love it when you're down.
Oh, they bask in it, and they will be the first ones there with like a gift basket, chocolates, wine when you're down.
Yep.
Because it makes them feel better about their life. So I think it's evident as we get older and, people are getting married or having children or getting promotions, whatever. It's like, let them do their thing. That I'm happy for you on that side. Like, we don't need to, but I don't need to engage with you.
Yeah. So. Totally. So I have two. One of these I feel like I've probably said before, but slow walkers who take up the entire sidewalk. Like, get out of the way. Out of the way.
Out of the way.
Out of the way. Especially because, I'll be walking Baxter, and I'm like, I need to walk at usually I'm walking with a purpose because I am running errands. I have something to do. Or I'm walking Baxter, and Baxter is like, come on, let's go on like a brisk walk. Like, I can't walk at a slow pace with my dog.
Right.
It just, get out of the way. If you're going to be a slow walker, and it's fine because some people are. Like, I've always been a fast walker.
Me too.
And it's okay to be a slow walker. Just get out of the way. Don't take up the whole sidewalk.
100%. And people always be like, God, you walk so fast. It's like, I'm so short. I'm not even 5 feet, guys. So by design, I've been taught subconsciously to walk so fast because people's legs are longer than mine. So it's like, I'm just naturally walking fast because I've been conditioned this way. Okay, it's evolution. But at the same time, it's like, I need people out of the way. Okay?
Especially New Yorkers, you guys know, with all of the gross snow that's been on the ground, that's finally for the most part melted. But the snow was taking up so much of the sidewalk that every sidewalk had just one skinny little pathway.
Yeah, right.
And so you can't even go around people in this weather.
Yeah.
Just get out of the fucking way. Or I don't know, walk fast.
Yeah.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, the snow is melted, and I'm like, okay, but it was raining yesterday, and then the slow walkers have their huge umbrellas, and they're walking dead center in the middle of the sidewalk with their massive umbrellas.
That's so shocking to me because just being from the West Coast and only living in the West Coast, my thought process or idea of New Yorkers is you guys always have somewhere to go, and it's if you're in New York City, you better get your ass, move your ass.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised by all the dilly-dallying out there.
Oh my God, yeah,
just twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah,
nowhere to be.
Places to go. I'm trying to get to the destination. I'm trying to get my ass home and watching.
Oh my God, the worst is when this happened to me the other day. It was someone, everyone is wearing their big puffer coats. She had a hood on. She was walking so slow. I was like, this is probably, she was hunched over. I was like, this is probably an elderly woman. I'm not going to judge. And when it is an elderly person, I'm absolutely or if it's a mom pushing a stroller.
Or someone with disabilities. Obviously, we're excluding the people that cannot help but walk slow.
I'm talking about able-bodied young people.
Right.
So I passed this woman who was walking so slow in the middle of the sidewalk. Again, I was elderly woman, it's fine. Looked at her face, 25 years old, looking down at her phone. That's why she was hunched over.
Dark energy object. Just to dovetail from that, people that are crossing the street on their phone, busy intersections.
What are you doing?
No, it's dude.
Out of the way. Out of the way.
Out of the way. That should be your Instagram, but out of the way.
Out of the way. Okay, my other DEO is, I've noticed this a lot recently. Influencers decorating their homes.
Beige.
And all beige. And we've talked about this, I feel we were talking about Avery Woods doing this, millennial gray, beige, white. It is every influencer these days. And I'm talking about, there's actually 3 different New York City influencers I've been following their new home decorating journey. One of them is, I'm blocked by Serena Kerrigan now. we are blocked as a podcast. Yeah. Serena fucking Kerrigan. Her beige ass home. They're all obsessed with lime wash. Danielle Bernstein, her new home that she moved into, all beige. Where is the color? Where is the joy? Emma Leger, who I love, by the way. She's my
your Roman Empire, yeah.
She's my Roman Empire. She's my fave. She lives in a New York City penthouse now with her boyfriend. The only color that she has in her apartment is brown.
That's so crazy to me.
It's
Yeah,
crazy to me. Like, I love color. If you guys, like, come to my apartment, I know you haven't even been to my apartment, Christy.
I know.
We have color everywhere. Like, I love color. What
And
is with these people?
no, and that's timeless, Sophie. I'm actually working with interior designers, shout out Ivory and Olive, but we're designing some stuff for my fireplace and like my kitchen, my breakfast nook and stuff. And I'm like, whatever it is, like it's so focused on just like statement pieces, and you just
Yes.
don't want the muted. The muted stuff is
Yeah.
so not timeless. Like it is such a time
It's so,
capsule.
like, millennial.
It's so millennial. It's so millennial. It's so 2017, 2018 when like Kim Kardashian all white house was
Yeah.
in and influencers were trying to copy that. That is no longer a thing. If you look at people's homes or designers' homes now, it's more about eccentricness or eccentricities or whatever.
Yeah.
And colors.
Maximalism.
Yeah, maximalism. That I feel is truly timeless. And if you think about when I think about designing like home design, think about Nancy Meyers or The Parent Trap or The Holiday. Every home in any of her sets you could have today and it would be good.
And it's, like, cozy. Like,
Cozy.
it's possible to have, very classic, like, white walls and
Totally.
still feel cozy and full of personality. And
Yeah.
everyone, I know that, like, home styles are so personal and, like, different, and everyone has a different home style. I'm not trying to, like, shit on your home style if you have a beige home. I just am so frustrated by these influencers that have all of the resources, all of the money. They're hiring interior designers, and it's still turning out so sterile and boring.
Yeah. To me it shows that you actually just lack uniqueness or like
Yes, because
Right?
you're like, yeah, like, I'm just gonna do, like, classic cream and white and beige.
just so we're gonna walk into houses in probably just 5 years and walk into these minimalism homes and be like, God, this is so 2018, 2019.
Oh yeah,
Like it's not gonna, it will not age well, literally.
yeah.
So yeah, lean into your uniqueness and your eccentricness.
Don't be afraid of color, you
Yeah.
guys.
Why be? What's that one from What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes? Like, why be ordinary when you were born to stand out, Daphne?
I would rather be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring.
What's that?
Marilyn Monroe. It's like a fake Marilyn Monroe quote.
Oh yeah. Why in college were we always like quoting Marilyn Monroe? She never said those things. You know what I
She
mean?
never said those things. Audrey
Yeah.
Hepburn never said those things.
Like that's DE. Don't misquote me, bitch.
Don't misquote me.
Like,
Okay, my light energy object, you guys, I said this in our Substack newsletter that goes out every Friday. So we're recording on Friday, March 6th. And if you read our newsletter, if you subscribe, you know what I'm about to say. The movie Send Help with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien.
love them.
You guys, I've been dying to see this. It's this new Sam Raimi movie, and Sam Raimi is like a horror director. He's done Drag Me to Hell, Evil Dead, which I am not into like horror movies. This is like kind of the horror genre, but it's basically about Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. If you haven't seen the trailer, they're colleagues. He cannot stand her. Their corporate private plane crashes in the ocean and they end up stranded on an island together. Obviously an amazing premise, and the whole movie is basically just them two, and they both are so good. And I've been dying to see this, and it wasn't going to be on streaming. I don't think it's going to be on streaming until like end of March, and I was like, I can't wait. So I dragged two of my girlfriends who did not know what they were getting themselves into. And we all had so much fun. I think they were like very, a little like, whoa, what is this? But like ended up having a great time, pleasantly surprised. It was so much fun. Highly recommend. I think that Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien honestly deserve Oscars for this. They were both so good.
Is it so? When I watched the trailer and all the comments were kind of saying the same sentiment, is this a horror movie? Is this a drama? Is this a comedy? Like, what is the genre?
I honestly would consider it like a dark comedy thriller more than horror. It has its like gory, like a few and far between horror moments that are kind of like, okay, yes, this is like a Sam Raimi movie. But for the most part, it's like funny and it's like dark.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. I also need to see Wuthering Heights.
Oh
Did
my God,
you
I wanna
guys
see it so badly.
If you've seen it, did you enjoy it? Because I haven't seen it yet, so let us know. But highly recommend seeing Send Help.
Yeah, I love Dylan O'Brien since Teen Wolf, and
He's
Rachel
so
McAdams is a
cute.
queen.
Oh my God, she's so good.
Yeah.
She is like literally the gold standard of actresses, I feel like. Like, she is
Yes.
just so good in everything she's in. Oh, and there were some songs in there that were an ode to Mean Girls, which I thought was really interesting.
Really? Was it
Yeah.
down when they were like walking down the hall?
No,
That one iconic song.
one way or another.
Oh, so good. Chills.
So good.
Okay,
Anyway.
my light energy object, similar in terms of like recommendations. I also talked about this in the Substack. It's not necessarily light, the content, but it's more so a recommendation that I would give to you guys. So Sophie and I have been very, very obsessed with the Brian Schaefer case. If you guys are not familiar with the premise, it's a young man, 26 or 27, was a medical student at Ohio State University or University of Ohio.
It was Ohio State.
OSU. He walked into a bar and he was never seen leaving, and he fully vanished out of thin air. And I hearken it back to similar to the Maura case. The more I learn about this case, the more I realize that how troubling their life was leading up to their disappearance and the internal struggles they were facing with their mental health, with the circumstances with their family. And to this day, we don't know what happened to him. This happened in 2006, so it's been 2 decades now. I learned so much more about the case and the complexities of who Brian Schaefer was in True Crime Garage's 6-part series on Brian Schaefer that they just released. And I've listened to True Crime Garage before. It's 2 men. They're both actually based out of Ohio, so they're very familiar with some of the players in this case. So I liked that perspective. But ironically, and just wasn't a coincidence, Sophie and I, we always, in the team, we map out our content every month. And so in the end of March, we were planning on already talking about the Brian Schaefer case, but it just so happened that True Crime Garage dropped all these new details. So I asked Sophie, I'm like, can we switch so I can do this? Because I learned so much more. So I look forward to kind of condensing everything that I've learned in our Patreon. That's to come in a couple of weeks. But in any case, you guys, I don't know what happened to him. And there's so many now new theories that I have that I didn't otherwise have before I learned all this new information. So,
yeah, it sounds really interesting. Christy was like live texting me some of these, revelations that have come out in the podcast. And it definitely opens more questions, theories.
Yes.
Like there's so much that I feel like we've maybe misunderstood about the case.
Yes, and about him and really his family.
Him in general, yeah.
Yeah. So, head on over to patreon.com/snarkbaitpod if you want to hear more about that. But that'll be in a couple of weeks. And then tomorrow on the Patreon, we're talking about Lindsay Lohan's fuck list. It's so impressive. I'm so jealous, of Lindsay Lohan in 2007, 2008. She was that girl.
She was that girl. She is that girl.
She is, yeah.
She really is. Well, I guess that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. As always, we have tickets to our live show in our show notes. Subscribe to our newsletter. Subscribe to our Patreon. Bonus episodes every Wednesday. Follow us at SnarkRatePod. I'm at Soph_Ross. Christy is at ChristyNoel__. Leave us a 5-star rating and review if you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoy us, that's okay if you don't. Hopefully,
but if you enjoy the show.
Hopefully, if you made it this far, you enjoyed yourself. Or, you could be hate listening.
In which case, keep doing it because,
Keep going.
That's fine.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Okay. Bye, guys.